This is activity 3, similar figures in a regular pentagon. So this actually is a regular pentagon, and at the end of this activity I ended up with this design. So how did I get there? And in the activity it gives you this design, and it says that there are several similar triangles to this triangle, D, J, I. So it wants you to find the similar triangles and explain how you know that they are similar triangles. I think it says that there are 3 different scale factors used. All right, so the first one is just simply a rotation of triangle DJI, and it would be 72 degrees. It's 360 divided by 5 is 72, so each rotation is 72 degrees. And the center of rotation is right there. So how do I know it's similar? For exactly that reason. It is a rigid transformation of just a rotation of this figure. And that's the definition of a rigid transformation, is the angles don't change, the lengths don't change. So it remains, in this case, a congruent triangle. It's just rotated. So it's not only similar, it is congruent. And there are total of 5 of them as you go around. All right, the next one. If you take this triangle, and if you look, it is right here. Right here, it's a little bit hard to see. Right here, I'm going to show you that in just a moment. But what I did is I took the original triangle and I rotated it down to match this new triangle, this larger triangle. And if you take that through a dilation, it matches the larger triangle. And that's the definition of a similar image, is that if you can line it up through a rigid transformation and then dilate it so that it matches, that is a similar figure. So what's the dilation factor in this case? Well, this is half the length, half again the length to here. So this is 1 times the length. This is added a half of that length, so this is 1.5 lengths. And this is another 1/10 of this length down here. So the scale factor is about 1 6/10. So this is 1 6/10. So if you multiply each of these lengths by 1 6/10, you're going to end up with the length of its corresponding side. So 1 6/10. And if you go around, there are 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one is going back to that original triangle DJI and now dilating it to this larger triangle. So now the dilation factor or scale factor is much larger. It was 1 6/10 for this one. For this one, it is, I'll tell you that in just a second. So this is 1 times, this is 2 times this length, and this is about 2.5, so it's about 2 6/10 times the original length. So the scale factor is about 2 6/10, and there are 5 of these. So if you start going around and shading those in, I got a little bit mixed up, and finally, just take a step back and figure out how to shade this. And I came up with this design and shaded that in the black and shaded the middle in black. All right, so that's activity 3, similar figures in a regular pentagon. Just practice identifying similar figures that are kind of hidden, and you get a nice design in the end as well.